Jackson College, the Dental Hygiene Program Director, Pat Gunther, and one of her star students, Heidi Armstrong. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you.
Than's for having us today.
Yeah, it's great to have you. Pat is actually the founding director of the program.
I am.
It gets bigger and better every year.
It does. Like I was telling you before, Heidi is part of our 5th class, our 5th graduating class. So we'll have to have some kind of like big celebration for
Gold
that
watch,
5th class.
maybe?
Anniversary. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
A
So that means
gold-
50 people, 50 hygienists we've put out into the community.
Wow.
That's great. Maybe you should give them gold, those pickers. What do you call those things?
Like our instruments we use?
Yeah, the instrument.
Yes.
Explorer.
Yes.
It's called an Explorer.
Explorer.
Goes
Or
everywhere.
Might be a probe, but
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, that's the thought. Now, you chose dental hygiene while you were in high school.
Yes.
What was it that attracted you to the profession?
To the profession, I just love taking care of people and helping them health-wise. And it's super important. The mouth is super important for the whole body to be running well. And a lot of people kind of avoid that. So I think I'm really passionate about caring for people and their whole body, and then it starts with the mouth. And I think it's really fascinating. If you think about it, some people are really grossed out about it, but to me it's super interesting and it's really cool. There's so many little details that as I'm in school, I'm learning that I would have never imagined if I wasn't in school. So
the more you've learned about it, the more you like it?
yes, thankfully. Thankfully, the more I learn, I love it more, yes.
And it's neat that we have a way that you can start in the field as a high school student at the Career Center
Yeah,
and then just go across the street to your program.
That's right.
exactly.
And you've got, it looks like a modern dental office.
Yes. It's a very large clinic. Think about it. There's 10 chairs total. So if it was a dental office, it would be a large dental office. But so it's a busy place on
Yeah.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah.
And it's very popular. Last time you were here, you told me the students, they have to apply, and it's competitive to get into the program.
Yeah,
I
very
can tell you it's
competitive.
competitive.
You only have
Yeah.
so many seats.
Yeah, we only have 10 seats. Unfortunately, we get about 35 applicants. So it's sad for the other people, but they can try again. If they don't get in the first time, they can think of ways or meet with me and try to figure out ways to get some more points, because it's like point-based, and then apply again.
The idea is you want to make sure whoever you take is going to be a successful
Yes.
graduate.
Yes, we do. And we get the cream of the crop.
So what happens in the lab? Do you have opportunity to actually work with real-life patients?
Yes, we do. I'm going to let Heidi answer
Yeah,
that question.
so we start in pre-clinic is what we call it. And so that's us working on a mannequin, which we call Dexter. And so it's fake plastic teeth, so we're not, stabbing a real person right when we're practicing. And then after that first semester of pre-clinic, we kind of know how to use our instruments, how to use our hands, how to sit properly, have good ergonomics while we're cleaning and while we're working. And then summer semester, we start working with real life patients. So the patients come in from around Jackson or anywhere. We can have our family come in, and then we will start cleaning on whoever. So yeah.
Does Dexter have bleeding gums?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Which, that would definitely make it more real life. Maybe in a couple years he would.
He
but
never complains.
yeah, he
ever.
doesn't complain. So we're thankful for that, because sometimes we probably injured him a little, but he's fine. Yeah.
So students can go to dental, or patients can go to dental school and be treated.
In our clinic, yes, they
clinic,
can.
yeah.
Anybody. We take the general public, and it's great that we've kind of built up a recall amount of patients that they're still coming back, which is awesome. So yeah, we have a good patient population.
And you have really good prices.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, about probably a
Very
third of
good.
what.
We really appeal to the senior population because of the price, $25. That includes any x-rays that you need taken, and it includes an exam by our clinical dentist.
Do you give dental floss at the end?
Yes, of course. We give dental floss. We give all kinds of dental goodies.
Yeah.
They call them goodie bags. So
Yeah, you were giving out toothbrushes at Trick or Treat.
Yes, we were.
Yes.
And surprisingly, the kids were actually really excited.
Yeah.
Most of them, or the parents were more excited than
Yeah.
the kids were. But toothpaste and toothbrushes, they were like, wow, I needed one of these. So.
I only had one girl complain about getting a toothbrush. The rest of them, they were happy. They were happy.
Yeah, I
get it.
got a tube of toothpaste at the Jets open house.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so to make an appointment, you call and
Yeah. Call that number, 990-1311. We do have a clinic receptionist that answers the phone. If she's not there, you can leave a message and she gets back to you very promptly and can take care of all the particulars.
Pat, the dental practices, do they then want to hire your students
Yes.
right here in Jackson?
We have, like I said, this will be our 5th year, so we'll have 50. But out of the 40 that have graduated, most of them are in either Jackson, Adrian, Hillsdale, and several in Ann Arbor.
Do you teach the patter, the conversation that you have when you put implements in the patient's mouth and they can't answer?
Yeah, I mean, it's a stereotype for anyone who works in the dental field that right when we ask you a question, we'll put our hands inside of your mouth.
Yeah.
And I try not to do that, but it's a habit because, sometimes it is awkward. Your hands are in their mouth and you're just cleaning. And so you just want to ask them a brief question. And I guess we would assume that you can just go, or like, yeah, or something like that. But people love to complain about that. But I mean, you try to take your hands out
Yeah, you do.
but there's just times that it's just harder, so.
And it's an actual degree, dental hygiene.
Yes, it is. It's an associate in applied science.
The career,
It is a career.
it's very rewarding. I believe the pay is
Yeah,
pretty good.
The pay is really good. It's been even better now with post-COVID. You got a lot of people retiring and whatnot, and so it's created quite a shortage. And so obviously the pay increases and the benefits. We had a couple students last year that got pretty significant sign-on bonuses to take a job.
Even though the program's full every year, you've got to fill those 10 seats. How does a potential student apply? Are there prerequisites?
There are prerequisites. They usually start out by going to see a student navigator in admissions at Jackson College. And we have many fine student navigators that will help them through the process. And then once they get enrolled, start taking the prerequisites, they end up meeting with me to make sure they're on the right path. And we kind of it's 2 sets of eyes on what they're doing so that they can submit their application in a correct manner.
Yes.
A lot goes into the point system.
What's the timing? Do you start like in September?
The deadline for application is September, but we actually, the cohort starts in spring semester. So we have a new cohort starting in January, and then they just go spring, summer, fall, spring, and they're done.
Do you
4
have
semesters.
Dentists that come in and work with your
Oh
students?
yes, we do. We have Dr. Sleet, who you're familiar with, and we have Dr. Cole. We have Dr. Mark Ioka, and we have a new person joining our team starting this January. He recently retired, and his name is Dr. Mike Fodor. So we'll have 4 dentists. We're very lucky.
And I think some of the dentists that you have and some in the community, they started their education at Jackson College.
Well, I know Dr. Sleet did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure about the other ones, but definitely he did. Yeah.
Heidi, tell me about your experience at Jackson College. How do you like it? How do you like being a student there? What's it like?
Yeah, for me, I've always definitely loved learning, but at Jackson College, there's really good equipment, there's really good instructors, so all of our learning that we do is really, a lot of it's hands-on and a lot of it's really focused in on us as the students. Since there's only a class of 10, we can definitely learn more accurate, I would say, rather than having a class of like 20 to 50 students where you're just kind of like going through the motions. So I definitely love how focused it is on our learning and how much we can gather from the program. So I love it.
Is all your education in that building?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to travel to any other rooms or anything. Most of it's just in our clinic, and then we kind of have a side classroom that we have any of our other extra classes in.
Nice. And I know, Pat, you're welcoming questions if anyone wants to give you a call. And there's all this on the website as well.
On the website, yeah. We have a very detailed website with contact information and whatnot.
Great to see you both. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes.
You might want to go to the JC Grand Rapids Community College basketball games tonight at Kiosk Fieldhouse.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Okay.
JTV
Good
will
to
be there.
know.
It's our
Is
first
that male basketball or women?
women
Oh.
followed by men.
Oh.
And it's JTV's first live Jackson College basketball game.
Oh, wow. That's
Whoa,
great.
that's fun.
Yeah.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
That's good to hear that.
Our cameras will look for you in the stands.
All right,
We'll
sounds
be
good.
waiting. Yeah, right.
From
Thank
the dental hygiene program at Jackson College, the director, Pat Gunther, and student, Heidi Armstrong. We've got